The dangers of doing deliveries, how a Saturday night pizza run ended with a man pointing a gun. Now all delivery drivers are taking steps to make sure that they're not the next target. And a couple gets busted for burglary, how the duo's prey was personal. Hello, I'm Michael Clouse. Thanks for joining us this evening. First tonight, delivering danger. A woman dropping off a pizza in Charleston was robbed at gunpoint last night. Now, all delivery drivers are using extra precaution. As I found out, no matter the order, safety is always the main ingredient. Three, two, one. Now, police are still looking for Saturday night's suspect. Once again, he's described as a black male, and at the time of the robbery, he was wearing dark hoodie, jeans, and a bandana. If you have any information, please contact the Charleston Police Department. A husband and a wife are behind bars this evening, accused of burglarizing a home in Kanawha County. It's a house that the couple is familiar with. In fact, as News Channel 3's Rahel Solomon found out, the victim says she's been friends with one of the suspects for decades. Megan Shepard is charged with felony burglary. Robert Shepard, her husband, is charged with a misdemeanor of receiving and transferring stolen goods. Both remain in jail tonight. The man at the center of the federal corruption investigation in Mingo County wants his guilty plea to drug charges dropped. George White, the man there on your screen, will make the appeal Tuesday in circuit court. Former circuit court judge Michael Thornsberry sentenced White in May to up to 15 years in prison. This after White pled guilty to several drug charges back in April. Federal prosecutors say several former Mingo County officials, including Thornsberry, hatched a scheme to protect former Sheriff Eugene Crum from revelations that he brought drugs from White. In a separate case of political corruption, also in Mingo County, the former chief magistrate will be in federal court tomorrow morning. Dallas Toller is expected to plead guilty in a case of voter fraud. Toller is accused of submitting a voter registration application for a person who was on probation for a felony that is illegal. He will be the fourth elected official in Mingo County to plead guilty to federal charges this year alone. Pills taken off the streets in an undercover bus, but what's in them may not be what's advertised. News Channel 3's Olivia Fecto tells us about a bus today that has deputies even more concerned about what users are taking. Thanks, Olivia. Deputies also found nearly $700 in cash and seized a 2007 Cadillac Escalade from the three. They say Stephen Wilson was the one who lived at the Bruce Apartments, and there were young children at his home. Weather. Well, Marshall will be on the road for the Conference USA Championship game. Rich Donnelly is here with details. Rich. Black Friday and Small Business Saturday have now both come and gone, but those in still need of a deal, well, don't worry, there's still another big day on the retail calendar. As you can tell from your screens, it's Cyber Monday, and experts expect it to be a huge hit this year. Cyber sales last year hit $1.5 billion, and they say this year, that number could be closer to the $2 billion mark. Well, there's a possible major setback in West Virginia's broadband project. The state could lose more than $2.5 million in federal funding that it received to expand high-speed internet service statewide. Money is left over from a stimulus grant given to the state in 2010. Any excess funds that aren't spent by December 31st must be returned to the federal government. Well, after more than 120 years, a church in Charleston has closed its doors. St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church was founded in 1892. You can see the church there on your screen. It's located on the east end of Charleston. The congregation had its final service last Sunday. Members are now joining the Trinity Evangelical Lutheran Church along Kanawha Boulevard.